knob. Yep. Altimeter is 3001, so press barrow. Yep, it's going to switch to barrow and 3001. Yep, 3001 set. 3001 set. A quick instrument check. Airspeed's indicating 0. Attitude horizon is straight and erect. Altimeter set to the local field elevation 30001. Turn coordinator, we got to check while turning. Heading indicator showing 141 degrees, 141 degrees. Yep, straight. VSI is plus or minus 100 feet. All engine instruments are in green. Oil temperature will rise as the engine warms up.
Yep.
And GPS. I've tuned into the local CETA frequency 123.7. Let's get the weather.
Old Bridge Airport, VFR Automated Weather Advisory, winds calm, visibility 10, sky condition, ceiling 2,700 broken, 10,000 broken, temperature 7 Celsius, 2.1 Celsius, altimeter 3001.
Alright, winds calm, so
beautiful.
We can get some nice landings done.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so which runway are you going to use for departure?
Winds calm, we can use any runway.
Yeah, alright, so let's use runway 6 for departure. We'll make a left turn and we'll climb to 2,300 feet because we've got ceilings at 2,700. We'll make a left turn climbing 2,300. We'll do some slow flight and some stalls on our way to Mammoth, and we'll do some touch and goes in Mammoth, and that's when we'll gas it up. So that's all for today.
Sounds good.
Alright, and I'll be introducing you to steep turns.
Woo!
Also. Okay.
Sounds like fun.
Yep, I've set on the timer for 40 minutes. We're gonna switch it to right tank. Alright, go ahead with the checklist. Are we done?
Done.
Done? Checklist?
Checklist.
Have you finished everything? All the items that marked off?
For pre-taxi, yes.
Yep.
Altitude test, turn coordinator,
so
compass set.
last 3 of these come under instrument check.
Right.
Okay? Alright, so run a checklist. Alright, you have flight controls?
Right. Controls.
No, yep, that's it. Good. Clear on my right, clear on your left. A little bit of left rudder. Let's do a quick brake check. Yep, my brakes are working. Nobody's flying today. Good.
Hey, more space for us.
I mean, the plane was supposed to be flying at 10 in the morning.
You know, they
fly.
They did a. I was checking last night. And this plane was flying.
Yeah,
at night
but today morning they were also supposed to fly. They did not fly. I mean, if they weren't supposed to, we could have, scheduled in the morning.
What is that? A student doing night flying, maybe?
No. It was in it was a discovery flight.
Oh, discovery at night?
What time at night?
It was dark. 7, 8.
This airplane was flying.
This airplane was flying last night.
Oh, I don't know that. Yeah, probably.
And it was doing a lot. Yeah, it's probably instruction because it was doing a lot of
touch and goes?
maneuvers. No,
Okay.
no touch and goes. Actually, no, I don't remember. We can look at it, but
okay.
I think it was doing maneuvers.
All right. Set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
All right. Run up checklist.
Run up checklist. Okay, run up brake set.
Set.
Fuel proper tank is
Left.
set. On the left.
Yep.
Trim for takeoff.
Trims are neutral for takeoff.
Neutral. Alright. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Aileron full left.
Aileron
Left ailerons
full
up. Right ailerons down. Aileron full right. Right ailerons up. Left ailerons down. Elevator. Is full up. Yep. Down. Yep. Free and correct.
Free and correct. Okay. Flight controls. Annunciator lights.
Right.
Working.
Yep. So if you are low on vacuum, the slide goes on. This is for the alternator and this is for the oil pressure.
And if there's something wrong, they won't come on, or
it'll illuminate if something's wrong.
Got it. Oh, they will illuminate. Not when we press by itself.
Yeah, so you just got to check if it's good. If it does not light up, that means you got to change the
bulb.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, initiator instruments.
Checked already.
Checked. Make sure best power.
Best power, full rich.
Full rich.
So I lean it. It's not there on the checklist to lean the mixture, but I lean it because I don't want to foul the spark plugs if the mixture is too rich.
Where does it? To make sure primer in and locked.
In and locked.
Use that. 2000 RPM.
Go ahead. A little more. Right there. Right, mag check. Left first.
Left first.
Drop 150. Back to both.
Back to both.
Alright, 2 clicks on the left. Alright.
Right.
Back to both.
100.
Yep.
Good.
Right.
Carb heat test.
Turn it on. You'll see a slight drop in the RPM.
Slight, yes.
Yep. Back off.
Back off. Vacuum. 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 Vacuum
Yep.
over there. Amps, bolts not working. Fuel pressure.
Oh, so you watched the whole video last night, right?
Oh, I've been watching video, trust me. Fuel pressure, it's on the green. Oil pressure is on the high, which is good, because I know.
Oil pressure is high?
It's from the trucks. Well, that's not actually a bad thing. When it goes on the red, it's a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oil pressure is good. If it's the same as trucks, and it should be a little bit the same, you want oil pressure. Oil temperature coming up. Idle check.
Idle.
Idle. Oh, it scared me. Yeah, I thought it was gonna shut off. Idle check closed.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Throttle friction.
Idle throttle friction set.
What is that? Oh, that's the how hard.
Yeah.
The thing. Like on the Cessna is the one that you turn. Got it.
This is not there.
All right. So run up check is complete.
Pre-takeoff checklist. Flight 0. Mixtures to best power.
Zero best power.
Fuel
Heat
pump on.
off. Fuel pump on. On. That actually working. To HI compass. What is HI compass?
Heading indicators to compass.
Heading indicator. Got it. Heading indicator to compass.
Transponders alt, and on your squawking 1200.
1200.
Heat as required. We don't require that.
AC is off. Doors, windows, landing lights. Landing lights on. Strobe on. No time. Brake release. Pre-takeoff. It is complete.
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Thank you.
Alright, you've got flight controls. Release those brakes.
I got controls. Brakes released.
Landing lights on.
Landing lights.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay, good to go.
Wicks, Old Bridge Airport. VFR automated weather advisory. Wind 020 at 3.
We just gotta make sure, you know, when you have ADSB, you can check if somebody's on final. Make sure that nobody's on final because you cannot really see them. You do call out finals clear, runway clear.
Yep.
But because the trees are like at 300 feet here, so you can't really see if an aircraft is coming on final.
True.
Alright, let's go.
Old traffic, 845 Hotel is departing runway 6 for left close traffic, Old Bridge.
Right. Finals are clear, runway is clear. Rotate at 60.
Rotate at 60. Roger that.
Up, full power. Right hand on the throttle. Maintain that center line, little bit of right rudder. Because of those left turning tendencies, it's nose pulling to the left. Alright, engine instruments on green, airspeed's alive. Set it to runway heading, 055. Let's climb at 70 knots. Just remember, we gotta trade altitude rather than speed. Yep. Sorry, you gotta trade speed for altitude. Okay, 600 feet, let's make that left crosswind turn. level off.
Level?
Yeah, make that left downwind turn. Yeah, Ben, keep climbing, keep climbing. Remember, you got radio airspeed for altitude. So let's say if engine quits, we have more time in the air. Yeah, you can trim. Yep, I'm gonna help you trim.
Where are we climbing to?
2,400.
Okay.
Yep, and give me a... left turn to 180.
Open to traffic, November 997 Juliet Tango lineup. It's going to be departing runway 6 and heading out to the southeast. Open.
There's not much traffic around us today, so I'm just not going to call approach, alright? Because sometimes it gets too busy and it's a training flight, so I want you to listen to me more, right? Yep.
Whatever you say, brother.
Let's level off at 2,000, you know.
Alright.
The ceilings are pretty low, so level off at 2,000. So you're at 2,000 feet. Pitch. Power. 2100 RPM and power. The aircraft wants to climb, so I'm gonna trim nose down. Nice and stable. Camera, are you ready?
Not yet.
Let's start with. Okay.
Let me get rid of this.
And give me a left turn heading of 160. Ooh, ceilings are pretty low today.
Yeah, they're getting low because I think we got some weather coming around.
Yeah, I was checking the weather today. Hard. You know, we could do it some other day, but I was already on my way.
Oh, this is good. We can do this.
Yeah.
This is
Bare
not,
minimum.
This is not a
Bare minimum.
But I mean,
Trust me, I've been to bad weather, you don't want to be there.
oh,
I was flying at like 5,500 and there was a sudden downdraft, and I was in IMC and I was a private pilot. I wasn't even instrument rated back then. I was in IMC and we dropped like 1,500 feet in less than 30 seconds. Less than 35 seconds, I didn't even realize that. Because you're in IMC,
you mean the ceiling
you get
dropped?
disoriented.
The ceiling dropped, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, while we were I was cruising at 9,000 feet, so at 9,000 feet everything's VFR, but as I was coming down, there were heavy clouds at 6,000. Oh, started from 6,000, it was raining heavily.
As you were coming down.
Yeah, just raining heavily. Alright, let's start with the slow flight. Power back to 1600 RPM. Look outside. Let's take that lake as your reference, so just point the nose there. 1600, speeds below 110. Get started with flaps. Speed below 110, flaps 10.
1 notch.
Alright, hold that nose. Alright, second notch of flaps. Below 85. Let's do third notch of flaps.
Third.
Okay, pitch power, speed, power for altitude. Base ailerons, more rudder. Yep, and I want you to add some power just to maintain that altitude before we start descending. Alright, 55, let's keep the pitch there, add a little bit of power. Little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. Increase that pitch to maintain 55. Alright, keep it there. Nice and stable. Yep, stable airspeed, stable altitude. Power idle. Look outside and keep the nose to the horizon. Let's see. Hold it there. Start increasing that back pressure. Right, full power right away. First notch of flaps. Only first notch. Yeah. Alright. Once you have positive climb, not right now.
Positive climb.
Yep, positive climb. Second notch of flaps. Okay. 2,000 feet.
1,000
Flap
feet.
0.
Flap 0.
Pitch. Power. Trim the airplane. Trim the airplane for nose down. Yep. A little more. Nose down. Yep. A little more forward. You're doing it forward, right?
Yep. Going forward.
Yeah, you gotta be... Good job. Yeah, this trim is not as sensitive as Cessna's trim, man.
Yeah.
So, you can trim it a little bit.
The classic.
Yeah.
Classic trim.
Yep. Alright, let's do a quick power on stall. Bring the power back. Hold your altitude till you reach your rotation speed. Our rotation speed was 60?
Rotation speed is 60.
Okay, so let's wait for 60 on our airspeed indicator. Moment you reach 60 knots, I want you to go full power, raise the nose up, and a little bit of right rudder to counteract those left turning tendencies. Alright, less ailerons, more rudder, Omar.
Yes.
Okay, look outside.
Side. 65.
So, yep, full power, pitch up. A little bit of right rudder to keep that ball centered, look outside. Stall. Okay. Back to the altitude and heading. We lost about 15 degrees on the heading, so gotta make sure, you know, it's not more than plus or minus 10 degrees on our other side. Alright, bring the power back. Gently. Alright, good, Omar. Okay. Good. Let's do a steep turn to the left. For your private pilot check ride, you have to do the steep turn at approximately 45 degrees. So you've got 10 degrees here. Second line is 20 and the third line is 30. Alright. Let's do one together and then you can do it all by yourself. Alright.
Okay.
Our limitations on the altitude are plus or minus 100 feet, and on the heading is plus or minus 10 degrees. So if we start at 150, we got to finish it between 140 and 160.
Got it.
Got it, and plus or minus 100 feet on the heading. Steep turns require a little bit more power because we lose that vertical component of lift. Alright. Okay, so let's start that turn. Which side you want to do, left or right?
Left is fine.
Alright. 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, and this is 45. This is 45. Look outside, keep the nose to the horizon, and look at your altimeter. Perfect. If you think if you're gaining altitude, just ease a little bit of back pressure. Keep it there. A little bit more, back a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah. Keep it there.
Come on, traffic, Vulcan 92, clear, and
Keep it there. Keep it. Hold this back pressure. Right. 9150. You're approaching your heading. Right aileron, right rudder. Good job. One to the right. Your controls. 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 45, and raise that nose up to stop that descent. Raise another. Good.
Hiding.
Or you're approaching your heading. Not right now, not right now.
Yeah.
Okay, now left aileron, left rudder. Good, you're a fast learner. Alright.
Real good, real good.
Right, show me a quick slow flight. Pitch fire, speed, power, altitude, look outside. And 35, 20. If you fly this maneuver perfectly, trust me, landing is going to be much easier because this is the exact configuration you got to come in for your landing at a constant airspeed. It's just that you're losing. It's just that you're descending when you're coming into land. That's it. Okay, Mammoth is using runway 32. We'll be doing some turns. Give me a left turn heading 120. Easy on that airspeed. Let's pull that nose up to get to 55. 60, 60, 60. I'm just so used to the Cessna.
I know.
60, let's do it at 60.
That's
Right, 60,
right
let's add
there.
a little bit more power to stop descending.
Yep.
And keep that pitch down. Keep. Okay, now give me a gentle turn to the left. Not more than 10 degrees of bank. Because ailerons are less effective at this speed. Mammoth traffic, you've got 8454 Hotel, will be joining left downwind for runway 32 on the left 45, Mammoth.
Millville helicopter Trooper 1's over the numbers of runway 10 and you'll be landing 6K around to the north Millville.
Raise the nose up for 65, for 60 knots.
70. Okay, we're 60.
Okay, recover, full power. Power, flaps down. Another notch. Alright, let's descend to Baton altitude. Mammoth traffic 845 Hotel joining left down at 45 for runway 32 Mammoth.
Baton altitude is
1,000 feet above the airport field elevation. Let's say if the airport field elevation is at 120 feet, the Baton is at 1,020 feet. Okay, make a right turn. Level off. And a little bit of power, 1600. Let's start at descent. Speed below 110, flaps 10. Okay, fuel pump is on. I'm gonna trim the airplane a little bit for nose up.
nose up.
Yep. Let's give it a little bit more time and then we start turning base.
Yeah. This is Route 9. That's our reference point right there.
Yeah.
Route 9 right there.
Perfect. Let's start that base turn. Mammoth traffic, 845 Hotel, left base runway 32 Mammoth. Okay, look at the runway. Remember, in the traffic pattern, two important things, airspeed and the runway. That's it. You just need to know two things, the airspeed and the runway. That's it. Because you gotta look before you turn. You don't want to overshoot or undershoot it. You gotta be right on the glide path and right on the runway centerline. Okay. Okay, flaps 20. Remember, those flaps 20 should come down on the base.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Just
A little bit easy on the power.
Yeah, we're a little bit fast.
Yep.
Than you.
Alright, let's go flaps full.
Mammoth traffic 845 Hotel, finals runway 32 Mammoth.
Linden traffic, Piper Warrior, 7 miles to the
Feels like
south,
we're slowing down a little bit of
downwind,
power.
runway 27.
Alright, airspeed stabilized, it's pretty good. Right hand on the throttle, always, Omar. Okay, let's start reducing that power. Look outside.
Looking outside.
Yep, let's maintain that center line and let's start flaring.
Like a glove.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Okay, flaps down. Full power. Hand always on the throttle. Engine instruments are green. Okay. Good. That was nice landing.
That was beautiful.
Yep. Let's start that left turn.
Mammoth traffic 845 Hotel, turning left crosswind for runway 32 Mammoth.
Remember, do not exceed more than 30 degrees in the traffic pattern, alright? And keep that turn going up till 1,000 feet. This is the crosswind leg that I wanted to fly. Over these warehouses, you can start your downwind turn. 1,000 feet, start reducing power. So we don't bust that altitude. Yep. Back to 1,000. And level off on the downwind. And we gotta give that call.
Mammoth traffic 845 Hotel, left downwind runway 32 Mammoth.
A little bit to the right. You just gotta make sure while you're upping the numbers that you're not flying into the approach end of the runway, okay? Alright, start reducing power. And we gotta be at 1,000. Because if we are 200 feet low over here, we're gonna be 300 feet less on the approach if we turn over the interstate, right? Because we generally start at design at 1,000. Okay, flaps 10.
Silver traffic, Archery 2765.
If you see your airspeed's not bleeding, a little bit easy on the power. Start that left turn.
Mammoth traffic 845 Hotel, left base runway 32 Mammoth.
Come on, 30 degrees, not more than 30 degrees. Good.
Linden traffic, Piper Warrior, maneuvering 45, left downwind runway 27, Linden.
So watching those videos helps, huh?
Always, man. It's repetition. Repetition.
Yeah.
For me, it's repetition.
Yeah. If you fly like this,
If you give me a book,
yeah.
I'm not gonna learn shit.
Trust me, you're gonna go solo much earlier. Yeah. If you perform like this, you're doing pretty well. Okay, finals. Level off, level off, level off. So we gotta make sure we gotta start that turn a little early.
Yeah.
Okay, flaps full. Okay, right hand on the throttle. Keep it there. Now you're aiming to slow it down to 70 knots, alright?
Yep.
So same as slow flight. Pitch for airspeed, bar for altitude. So let's level off a little to come down to 70. Alright, we have reached that 70 and then we can pitch down to maintain that 70 knots, okay?
Got it.
Just add a little bit of power because I'm anticipating I'm gonna be a little less on the I'm gonna be a little lower, little bit of power. Okay, keep it there. Yep, between 65 to 70 is good. Okay, keep it. Yep, you're doing well, Omar.
Center traffic, Warriors on downwind, runway 27 left.
Reduce the power slightly. Yep. Look at the runway. As we start entering ground effect, I want to shift your focus all the way to the end of the runway. Alright, reduce power a little bit more. Alright, let's go idle. Let's go idle, yep. Oh, idle. And just look at the end of the runway and just level off. It's gonna sink on its own. Yep, good. Flaps down, full power. Right, 60, rotate. Now when you switch that tank to right, my controls.
The controls?
Yep, switch to the right tank. Done.
Traffic, Warriors on base, runway 27.
Your controls.
My controls?
Center traffic, Warriors on final,
Crosswind
runway
turn, level
27.
off. If you want, you can play with the trim, Omar, okay? Don't fight the yoke.
Got it.
Yep, start that downward turn.
Mammoth traffic 845 for trail, turning left downwind, runway 32, Mammoth.
Weak traffic, of course, speed 10 to the east.
Altitude,
Inbound runway
1,000
24,
feet.
full stop wind.
Okay, let's go idle. Let's get back to 1,000. Yep, let's not fly to the approach end. Let's fly parallelly to the runway. Because what happens is, if you, let's say, if you're too much on the left, you are not gonna have a baseline. You literally have to turn from downwind to final. It's like a U-turn. It's like a U-turn.
I
You
got
need to
you.
make a box.
Alright.
So for that, you'd have to be at least, the runway should be cutting the wing to half.
Yeah,
Not half, a little bit on the outer edge.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you have to be at least 1 nautical mile from the runway.
Got it.
Linda traffic, Cherokee 06, Juliet 6 miles.
Phew, engine failure.
And
Peep. What are you gonna do?
I have no
Western runway. Western runway.
Runway's over there.
So you wanna start turning to the runway? Because we've just lost an engine. Right, so let's directly turn to the runway. You think we're gonna make it?
I think we're close.
Yeah.
With this plane?
8454 hotel is on left base, runway 32, simulated engine out, Mammoth.
So what happens if you lose an engine on a downwind? No flaps, hold on.
Oh, no
no flaps, because flaps create drag. And do we need drag right now? Because I'm not
Oh,
sure
no,
if you're gonna
we
make
don't
the
need
runway.
drag. We need to get there.
Yeah, but you can go flaps 10 because flaps 10 gives a little bit more lift, that drag. So let's go flaps 10, just 10.
10.
Yeah, and we got to make sure when simulating engine out, your airspeed is very important because at 70 knots, 70 knots is going to give you best glide speed. So you can stay maximum time in the air, okay? We almost made it.
Oh.
Hadn't we were a little bit slower, we couldn't make it to the runway. Let's keep it there, start looking at the end of the runway and keep the nose here.
Barely made it.
Okay, flaps down, full power. You're gonna, the examiner's gonna simulate engine failure twice. One is on the downwind probably, or on the mostly it's on a downwind. On your private, you have a maneuver known as a short approach. So the examiner is gonna bring the power back to idle. Basically, he's just simulating an engine failure, and you just have to land on the runway. That's it. Doesn't matter you land at the middle of the runway or at the start. It's just you have to safely land to the runway. and you got to start using your flaps wisely. Why? Because on a short approach like this, what happens if you're too high, you know, you can still descend, you can still lose that altitude, but if you're too low, you cannot do anything.
I'm in traffic 845 Hotel on left downwind for runway 32 Mammoth.
And start that downwind turn.
Linda traffic, Cherokee 06 Juliet is entering the 45 runway 27. Linda.
Flaps.
You can go to 2100 RPM. You're a little too slow. Because previously when you were turning over the interstate on Route 9, your airspeed was at 110. But right now if you put down the flaps, maybe you can do it, but you got to turn a little earlier. So you got to anticipate that, okay? Okay, so let's bring that power back to 1600. Flaps, 10. Okay. Yep, nice pattern work. See, it's all boxes, all 90-degree turns. Start that turn, Omar.
Public traffic to Troyan is 7 mile final for 24 wings.
Linda traffic, Cherokee started that's 8 runway 27.
Well, with traffic, Cessna 185 taxiing on to 21. We'll be holding short of runway 32, Mammoth Belmar.
I'm in traffic 845 Hotel on finals runway 32 Mammoth.
Okay, Omar, we're a little high, so, you know, you can still slow down. Flaps are full.
Flaps full.
Yep.
That's perfect. 70,
Yeah.
70 exactly.
Add a little bit more power, add a little bit more power. Don't let it go below 65.
No, no.
Yep,
75.
70, so
Wing traffic to Troyan is 4 mile final for 24
gotta
wings.
play with the power a little bit, just to
Just
adjust
to
it.
75.
Yeah.
Mama traffic, Cherokee is 12
Pretty
miles
good,
northeast.
and airspeed stable.
We're going to set ourselves up for the RNAV 32, practice approach, and we'll be joining at Jarmuth, Belmar.
Okay. Idle. Up, full power.
Mammoth traffic, Cessna 185 taking runway 32 from intersection 21. We'll be taking off 32, Mammoth Belmar.
And wing traffic to Troyan, 2 mile final, 24 wings.
I'm in traffic 845 Hotel on left crosswind runway 32 Mammoth.
Okay, you're gonna reach that 1,000 feet. Hold on. Reach that 1,000 feet. Pitch. power back to 2100. Trim only if needed.
Wing traffic showing a short final, 2-4 wind.
Mammoth traffic 845 for hotel, left down on runway 32 Mammoth.
He's taking off. What's he doing?
I didn't see him.
Civil traffic, South 52261.
Just
We're
departed.
currently 4 miles.
Okay, start reducing that power.
Going to be making, just going to be happening with the field, VOR track. And, Civil traffic.
When should we start reducing? After we pass the field?
When you abeam the numbers.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, got it.
When your abeam numbers 32, that's when you do that, okay?
Got
Speed
it.
below 110, flaps 10.
Mammoth traffic, Cessna 185, departed 32 will be right crosswind departure out to the east, Mammoth Belmar.
Yep, start that turn, Omar. You see we're a little lower.
Yep.
Yep. So what you can do is, if you don't want to, yeah, you can add a little bit of power or just stop that descent and level off for a couple of seconds, and then you can continue your descent again. So hold on, you don't need those flaps now, right? Because we are already a little low and we have our airspeed under control, so.
Okay.
Yep. You gotta adapt according to the situation.
Alright.
Okay, if you say we're a little low, we'll just level off. Add a little bit of power. Okay, let's keep it there. Alright.
Pitch up a little bit.
Downwind departure.
Yep, pitch up a little bit, 85.
85.
Yep, flaps 20.
After 20.
So flaps full.
Flaps full.
Yep.
75.
Add a little bit more power. A little bit more. Yep. Okay. Start slowly reducing that power. Slowly. Idle. Yep. Yep, keep it there. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, stop. Let's not go full power. We'll just refuel. Oh, that's close.
Sounds good.
We'll take that exit.
No rush.
Flaps down.
Flaps down.
Landing lights off.
Landing.
Fuel pump off.
Fuel pump off.
Yeah, good. So it doesn't stop on the runway.
I like this throttle.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yep, clear.
Mammoth traffic, Cherokee is going to turn 4 mile final, runway 32, and we're currently 4 miles to the east. Mammoth.
Mammoth traffic 845 hotel is crossing runway 213 to the terminal Mammoth.